Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, $40-ish and $100 range, and most of these are a lot less than that. A good number of these you find at your local rack store, like the one I'm talking about today. You might have seen my YouTube short on it, but I've been wearing this thing for like 48 hours straight. Actually, more than that, more like 58 hours straight. So I feel like it is worthy of getting a full review now because I couldn't wait to get this thing out there. And I'm talking about Hollister's Canyon Sky. Just released this year, 2023. This atomizer lid is actually wood. I failed to mention that. It's super light. It's like a real thin wood there. And it doesn't slide onto place. It kind of clicks okay, but not too good. Little Hollister emblem on the top. And the atomizer itself is slightly less than average. They got some kind of like ice cube or like mountain looking thing going on there. And the bottle is, it's fairly heavy, kind of awkward in the hand, but whatever. I like the gradient. I'm a fan of blue and gradient. So I'm going to go over some of the notes with you guys. I'm not going to list all of them, but I'm going to list the main players and kind of why I thought there was a green citrus in this when there actually is not, according to Fragrantica. In the top, there is mandarin orange, blood orange, and salt. In the mid, there's juniper and geranium. That's the florals that I was getting. And in the base is sandalwood and moss. So I think it's the blood orange and the juniper that kind of gave me that green citrus type of a feel, because juniper is quite sharp. Blood orange is kind of a tart type of an orange, different smelling than most. And I think that's what was going on there. That's why I might have misdiagnosed this a little bit in that arena. But overall, I was pretty right when I said this is like Invictus. Really, what I knew it was something that it really reminded me of more than Invictus itself. I couldn't put my finger on it until I got home and looked at my collection. And at first, I thought, oh, maybe it's Najdia, you know, the Middle Eastern kind of version of Invictus with that spicy Middle Eastern. Or maybe it's Hayati, which is extremely similar. But that wasn't it at all. The one that this smells the most similar to in my collection, and it's like 90-something, 95% similar, is Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Together. And this is a very close resemblance to Invictus, and as is this. Even the colors are very similar. So, with that being said, if you have this, you can go ahead and pass on this. If you have this, you can go ahead and pass on this. It will be redundant. Hayati, Najdia, not so much. Definitely not Hawass. Hawass doesn't have the sharpness that these have. Hawass is that just the juicy fruitiness of Invictus, whereas these kind of have a sharpness to them. This one's got that woody sharpness. This one has that juniper going on in it. But overall, when this thing dries down, it's not quite as citrusy and fresh. You're left with a little bit more of that sandalwood with the juniper, but it still maintains most of that freshness. I got average performance out of this, about 5 hours every time, which is okay. I thought maybe it would do a little better because of the sharp nature of it when I first sprayed it, but I'm not disappointed because this thing was $17.99 at Burlington, and it is tiptoeing in the gem territory because the price is extremely affordable. It is extremely similar to fragrances that are absolutely known for raking in compliments. This is one of those fragrances where if you wear it quite often, you're guaranteed to get some likes from other folks with this thing. It's a daytime, summer, office-friendly, mass-pleasing, just do it whenever, however, in the summer kind of fragrance. If you are a fan of Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Together, or Lattafa Hayati, or Invictus, then you will love this. But like I said, if you own this one, you don't need this because they are very, very similar. This is a touch smoother. This one's a bit more harsh in the opening. This one is a little bit smoother, and the dry down is even smoother and a little bit more earthy. It's got a little earthy undertone. Perhaps that's the moss poking out in the dry down. So this is more youthful than it is mature, of course. A little bit more playful and stuff like that. It's very bright, very uplifting. But overall, it is a great scent. I love the way that I was catching whiffs of myself at the gym or on my runs or just whenever throughout the day. I was really enjoying it, and yeah, I think this thing has bumped up to a 6.5 now. I had it at a 6. It is now a 6.5 with the average performance, just because I really enjoy the dry down. This, I mean, it might even bump up more. It's one of those fragrances that are kind of growing on me. So that is my final thoughts on Hollister's Canyon Sky for $17.99. This thing is great. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always, and until next time.